Today's videos aren't about owning your own space. I wish to introduce you to the idea of how to stay with your own equilibrium, stay on track with what you've decided is most important in your life and in your day, despite what other people's agendas would have of you, despite what other people are sharing with you, despite what the news says, despite what experiences we have out there in crowds. So many of us are sensitive people. People per se, every single human being on this planet vibrates at a certain rate. This is all about frequency and vibration. Scientists have measured humans and we reach a scale from the low 200 hertz into the high thousands, depending on what we're doing, what we're thinking, what our heart space is actually sensationally feeling. So many different variables and such a wide range of frequencies, densities and lightness. This is real. It's an absolute truth. So it comes as no surprise, does it, that if you enter a room and you walk in and you're feeling a bit funky anyway before you went, and it was a bit like, I'm not sure if I want to go to this gathering, this party, and you walk in and you see a bunch of people over in the corner somewhere and you feel as though they're talking and you're just feeling like it's all about you and that you're just not comfortable with them. It's something going on. Someone sort of catches your eye and looks away again. And we start to actually feel a density that is attached to our own. We might enter that room and we see some people and there's laughter going on. Someone meets your eye with a welcoming gesture and you feel warm and drawn towards them and think, oh, could have a nice evening this evening. Many variables are involved in this and they're all very real. So first of all, it's about owning your own space. If you own your own space and connect into that party before you go, and everything about your inner landscapes and your intuition tells you to stay home, then really it would be beneficial to everybody in the party and yourself if you follow that intuition and make it a sacred night in. Make it a beautiful evening where you can feed your soul, because sometimes all of us sensitives do need to just have some quiet time. We need some sanctuary time. We need nature time. We need all sorts of different time. We need friends who get us, who are on our soul wavelength. But there are times when we just need to go to various functions and we feel that's going to be good for us. So if you get in your intuition, it says, yeah, go to the party. There are various ways you can actually prepare before you even leave your home. So it kind of has a sway about how good that evening or that encounter is going to be. And I'd like you to take you through some very, very basic things on how you can ensure that. But also, if you do enter that room and you get that feeling of, it's not feeling right, I was hoping for a good night, but it's not feeling right, you need to actually check in with yourself again and realign. You can realign at any stage, any time, with anybody, anywhere in this world. And that, my friends, is the absolute key and nugget to this chat we're having today. Because you are master of your own mind. You are the master of your own energy. And get this, no matter what other people are thinking about you, judging you, describing you as, opinions of, loving you, adoring you, putting you on a pedestal, anything else matters not if you can own your own space. The idea of owning your own space isn't just one of protection against the many different influences of other people's thoughts and heartbeats and challenges that they're going through. It's about you deciding that your unique connection with your divine spirit and your centeredness within the earth is not worth being knocked off by anything else. So first of all, to do that, to stay strong, to stay steady, to stay in your stillness, when many, many, many different human things are happening around you, takes a little bit of discipline and time for yourself, with yourself. And I call it drinking from the well of spirit. And personally, I do something every single morning to ensure this before I meet my day. So lots of different ways of doing it, but prayer is one. Some people like to actually pray for assistance. Many people ask Archangel Michael to come into their life that morning, to surround them in a beautiful blue light or in a blue cloak of protection, so that they are protected and tranquil all day. Others will call Archangel Raphael in to help them heal any situations that they meet during the day. Many different angels to help in that way. For others, it's a lovely way of connecting in. I like to connect in with Earth Mother every day. I really like to ground my energies. There's a video coming up soon, which is all about, we've recorded one, which is all about how to actually go through this in a bit more depth, about earthing your energies and the kind of field that emanates once you actually do that. So look that one up if you're interested in that. It really, really helps to re-energize you, make you feel strong, and keep a healthy balance of your energy. So it's one of the things I really love to do, is to deepen my connection in with Mother Earth, get my roots down into the earth, and bring up a nurturing type of energy that fills all of me. And then I connect in with the divine connection above me, bring that down as a beautiful beam of light right the way through my being. That goes into Mother Earth. So it's like a fountain of energy that's coming up in a beautiful rhythm from the feminine side and the masculine side coming through in the center. And all of this energy, this unity, starts to palpate throughout my aura and then strengthens my aura. And what I love about auric work is that if you take some time to fill it with the love, with the joy, with the movement, with the groove, with your mojo of the day, then that's kind of like a spongy protection in a way, automatically. If I'm focusing on loving affirmations, if I'm focusing on kind thoughts, gratitude for all the things that I'm deeply grateful for in my day, that's really authentic for that moment in time, then it puts like a spongy layer out there. So when things happen in life, which of course they do, in everyone's life, it hits the end of the aura and you get some moments to react to that. You get a chance to be aware of it, so it doesn't just come in and poof, flatten you. It comes in on the end of the aura, you get an awareness, you've got a bit of a few seconds heads up here, so you can actually take some nice deep breaths in, have a look at it, go ouch if it needs to be ouch, if it's an ouchy experience, or wow if it's an amazing experience, or anything in between. You get a chance to do those things. And take the deep breath. Come back to center, come back to spirit, come back to love. And as it reaches you, you're in a loving state. So it's just part of your experience. So the biggest way to own your own space, to stay in your equilibrium, to stay in that mojo, is to first of all decide every single morning what you want that to be. Now, each of us wakes up every single day, do we not, differently? You know, I woke up with thoughts this morning that were different from yesterday, that were different from the day before, that were different from the day before that. I felt differently, I was in a different mood, in a different emotional state, in a different mental state, in a different spiritual state. So the first thing to do to own your own space is to clock what's real. So you wake up in the morning and it's like, okay, how am I? Who am I today? And then whatever state, whatever vibes are around, clear yourself off in whichever way you feel is right for you. Have a nice shower with Archangel Michael. That's another good one that we like to play with and honour. Another way is just to have clearing thoughts, something about loving intent, all of those attitude of gratitude journal, positive statements of fact. It's actually anything that you need. Prayer, put that funky music on, have a good dance, whatever you really need to raise your vibration. That's number one. For all of the days that you spend just 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it happens to be, to drink from the well of spirit first thing in the morning, sets your frequency for the day. Then if you have an intention on top of that, that only love arrives through my auric field, then there's another frequency that you've put out there. I am open to being of service in the name of love and light. That puts out another frequency in there. I am wondering what life is going to bring me in a beautiful manner today. That puts out another frequency. Do you see? So you're filling your aura, you're filling your light body with all of these different mixes and palettes of colour that produce your own perfect picture of life. And so by the time you actually get down for your breakfast or whatever it happens to be, or you're meeting other people, you've actually honoured yourself first. To own your own space, you need to attend to it and you need to honour it. So you've honoured your own space. So whatever then occurs in life during the day, you're so much more better equipped. Not just in the preparation for everything that you meet, but also for the recalibration, so that, I don't know, say you've got up around 7 and you're meeting people around 9, and then by 10 o'clock you're noticing that your vibes are starting to sink, that you're not quite as, you're just feeling a bit heavy. So you take yourself off, take yourself out of that experience, some way, shape or form. If you're in a meeting or something, you can do it just internally, or go and visit the bathroom, or step outside the building. Do something where you can change your state. If you change your state, change your view, and then take a few moments to do this lovely 4x4 breath that we have a video on, that you can use anywhere, in a meeting, in any place, whether you're on your own or with crowds of people. You can use the 4x4 breath. Use that to actually bring yourself and remember all of the promises and the things that you dedicated yourself to that morning. It will help to raise your vibration again. It strengthens your auric field. And then off you go back into whatever it was you were in. Only this time your awareness has expanded. This isn't about ignoring the vibes. It's the opposite. It's about owning the vibrations that's in the room, realizing that your vibration has dropped. So therefore you're not owning your own space the way you wanted to that day. So it's taking action to move away from those vibrations, altering your vibe back to what you decide you would like them to be that day as a minimum. And then joining in again, knowing that now the mix of that soup in that room or that experience is going to be different for you. And it's going to be different, therefore, for everyone else in the room. And you end up just with a better, easier flow and an easier connection to the universal love that's available for each and every one of us. Remember, please, this is all about you. This is about you being able to change your world. No one else can do that for you. We can supply the tools, but please use them. Drink from that well of spirit every day. Keep your awareness and notice on how you're feeling, how you're reacting to things. And if you don't like the way you are reacting or feeling in your life, you have the ability to change it. You have the ability to go and tune in again to that different aspect of you, to bring all that loving intent and that gorgeous dedication to your heart and your authentic life. You have the choice, therefore, to change what you don't like and enjoy this life aplenty, more and more and more. So let me know how you get on with that. I'd be very happy to hear your comments. If you like what we're doing here on this channel, then please subscribe below. And please let me know how you go. And if there's anything else I can help you with, please write to me. I'm happy to respond. Okay, have a great time owning your own space. What are you going to fill it with today? What are you actually going to fill it with? Do you need those vibes raising? If you do something with it. If you feel it's perfect just the way it is, then relax and enjoy that perfection. Okay, enjoy. Soul to soul. Bye for now.